Oh man, all right, we're live. Sorry guys. Sheesh, this was a long one. Welcome to Sunday Spiritual Session with me, Michael Rolla. How's everybody doing out there? Miss everybody. Shout out to the community and everybody doing their thing. Shout out to the world. As we're talking about the worlds, we got to talk about some things right now. I don't even remember what I put, and we're going to talk about, so we're going to see because we're going to get into it. Shifting on the waves. It was weaving. We're weaving. That's right. We're weaving the like weavers of the light. That's what we're going to talk about today. I totally wanted to get on, man, like earlier, but this StreamYard ain't working here. So it's working on my phone. It's not working on the desktop. So same browser. I don't know why. So hopped over to the phone again. We're going to pull some cards. We're going to see what's up. I didn't even check in with the cards. Okay, so I'm just going to grab them and see where we go. But man, today we got to talk about lots and lots of stuff. Okay, crows. First of all, okay, we talk about crows, guys. So, uh, there's been a lot of uh, timeline jumping, right? That way. What's up, bro? I know that's weird. Hold on, it's on my phone now. I gotta make sure I'm not in my other things. It told me pick my display name. I was like, what? Why do I have to do this now again? Something reset, and we're gonna everything's changed. I don't know what's been going on with you guys, but I mean, I'm acting like I don't know. Something reset. I don't know, weird. I don't know. I wonder what it means. Wonder what it's gonna be. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Uh, y'all gotta come out this way next. I'm dumping out all my cards. I got like probably like 15 decks or something over time right here because I got to see who wants to come out and play. Um, Crows always. We're gonna do another one of these guys. I think that might be appropriate right now. Let's see. And then Odin's my homie. Let's see, we need like lights. It's like almost like light side and dark side cards, right? Let's see. Let's see. It's tarot. Yeah, archangels. Yeah, I can't forget them. All right, we'll see what comes out of this. First off, I already know there's that one, there's that one, there's that one, and Odin. So we already got four. All right, I'm getting too many cards. I want to add. Let's do like this. All right. Bear with me. Bear with me. I just spent like 40 minutes right now because when did I start this? I want to do it at like 12:15 or 12:30. Don't want to put people back to sleep, man. I know they're trying everything, but just everything's blowing up, right? Shout out to Georgia Guidestones. Oh, sorry. Hey, it wasn't me. Don't get mad at me. It just happens. I don't know. It's weird. Wonder why. Wonder why they're trying to get rid of that piece of information or whatever. Wonder if they'll ever catch the people who did it. All this stuff is going on, man. Shout out, what is it, Sri Lanka? Right? They're going through it. Shout out everybody, man, all over. Canada. Canada's losing power. Right? What the heck is going on? Sheesh, right? So this is essentially what's happening. So, so when you guys travel through, so the Weavers, right? The Weaverers. Oh yeah, that's right. The Weaverers. We're making it goofy. Okay, they're the Weaverers because okay. Anyways, never mind. They just like it's like it changes frequencies and timelines and dimensions, densities, whatever, right? In a way that maybe you guys don't think of it in the human minds, like by adding more light to a darkened place. it it's always a gradual thing, like your history. You all come from somewhere. It's not blind faith type stuff out there. It's there's this come up against the wall. There's not this God that is just out there waiting to punish you or to reward you and like step in, right? This is Buddha. I was talking about this yesterday. This is Buddha was saying, right? You're supposed it's your connection that's real and goes all the way back. And it all makes sense. And this is the whole idea of remembering your past lives, remembering things like this, right? Because you've been taught in our world, we've been taught to think of it as fantasy. We have genres, fantasy or fiction, nonfiction. You know, what if it's all possible? What if all the fictions, like the fantasy ones are completely more true than right than this other boxed in stuff, you know, where it's just like science. Not like science is bad, but again, you know. Um, hey Tina Bobina, long time no see. Let's give them something to talk about, right? How about Georgia Guide sounds really hey. Oh man, that's funny. And I mean that's no, we're not gonna forget that one. Oh no. Oh no. I can't believe it lasted as long as it did. Like, it wasn't it like completely and blatantly obvious that the Georgia guys. I know, we know. Now we blew it up. That's why they got rid of it so fast, because they didn't want all the publicity, right? The everybody showing up, going, "Oh, what happened? Have you guys ever read this thing?" And you know, blah blah blah. Where's the camera at? I don't know if I'm looking at the camera. It's right here. Okay, cool. That's weird. All right, yeah, Weavers, man, Weavers. What else you got to say? I didn't bring the water. Um, it really, I mean, when they talk, when we've been talking, right? You know, I didn't go live last week. Um, there's so much going on in the realm of weaving the light within yourself, within your body, physically, mentally, emotionally, around the earth. You know, there's all these, you know, people, relay lines, grid workers, meridians, this. And the whole point of it all, like, we're all here to remember do is connection and unity and bringing it back together. But constantly, over and over and over again, you guys stop weaving that path of truth and knowing, because you get opinionated or whatever, and you just go, you squirrel off and then use all the reasons that make sense and all the logic that you can possibly do to like create a structure of something else, of that comes from all these emotions or comes from all these things in life that you guys experience. And you get further and further away from the truth, right? Like the example that I had, what was it? Trying to remember when I was thinking about this earlier with him, like, where it was like when you're a kid, I think I've said it before, you know, when you're younger and you start seeing people change, and it's like we got into the idea of being something and creating something else than we already are. And so we lost touch with like how it is that I really like, you know, I'm going to act like I can handle this, right? And then that's going to, you know, but really you're not facing, you know, you're worried about it. You want it to go well. Maybe, you know what I mean? You should face it, be honest, you know, like, you know, being true to how you feel, because then you're creating a reality that in a persona and you know that, and it just turns into all this stuff, and we forgot how to just like that we all it's sugarcoating, it's your crap don't stink type mentality, right? Everybody's does. But for some reason, somewhere along the line, we started like gauging people like what's better over here and what's better over there. And I've met, I mean, any kind of group of people, man, people are hilarious. And there's good people, there's bad people. It's just we got to get back to the weaving of the light, right? That's why we're here to talk about the things that we talk about and to do the things the way we do them, is because we're just gonna weave the light. It doesn't matter, you know, what everybody, you know, whatever else happens, what anybody says. I can't do anything else but constantly, you know, like people say something to me and it's like in a realm of unconsciousness, I gotta be like, oh yeah, no, I don't agree with that whatsoever. Like, you know, whatever. Like, I'm not trying to be mean, you know, but it's like I'm gonna we're gonna get to the core of all of this, and that's the whole place that we all got to get to, back to the core of us powerful beings, of us creating from the moment you thought of it. Come on, you got to be honest with yourself. Come on, right? And that's where we're getting, you know, too much this identifying yourself, right? What was mom's? we were watching some reality show now where it's on Netflix where they're used to being pampered and taken care of and maybe rich or something, and so they go on like survival thing, but they get tricked, and so they throw all their luggage like into the lake or whatever, and they're like crying and they're just going. I'm like, man, just get some more clothes. I don't know, somebody got a blanket. I'll just wear the blanket the whole time. I mean, I don't like, yeah, it sucks. I mean, I imagine they're gonna give it back to him, all that stuff, but it's just so funny watching how attached people are. Like, you know, like God, what if you had to wear a non-fitting T-shirt, or something, or like I wouldn't care. I'll put I'll put whatever. We got priorities, guys. And so it's talking about this stuff more, really. I mean, all the experts out there, everybody's trying too hard. Trying less. That's the whole Buddha point of it all, is the less is more, is the 0 point. It's when you actually stop, shut up, and listen. And then you start hearing other things. Oh, this is going on. Oh, okay. Right. Like it's not disconnected. It's the mentality that we're disconnected. It's the psychology. It's the structure. It's the matrix. Shut up. It's everybody breaking through their matrices. That's cool. Mom, dad, friends with the Weavers. Yeah, man. I know the Weavers are really cool. They make me think of like just these like I just see like, I don't want to say it that way. I want to say like just very like peaceful in their doings. I don't know if that makes sense. Like sitting around, just like we're just weaving, what I mean? Like they're really not. They're doing it just to help, right? Just because it's good, feels good, keeps the flow. It's always here. It's what we do, it's always weaving light, and that's what everybody's weaving light. We're weaving everything. Oh, wrong computer. See, I wish this laptop was working. Like the stream. Yes, I love you guys. Nicole, Angelfish, how's it going? If you only had a brain. Yeah, really. No, that's the whole point, man. Get rid of that thing. I got too much stuff going on, and we can't be using this brain all the time. Brain is, man. If I only had a brain, you'd be. It might be harder for you. But that's the whole thing too about the brain that I'm talking about. You have a brain in your belly. You have the same cells in your belly. And if we really think about it, how did we all start? We started in the belly. So I don't know when I talked about this or whatever, but we're gonna pull some crow and get this crows. I got a lot of cards to pull here. Crow gotta lead the way. Hey Melanie, love you, girl. Here's the first card on Melanie's getting here. Look at that, Queen of Pentacles. Uh-oh. All right, there it is. Cool. I usually do 3 with you guys, huh? I'm just gonna do 1 for everybody. We'll see 1 or 2, 1 in the bottom, and the bottom's the Emperor. Wow. Got the Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor. Let's see. Yeah, no, we still want to talk about okay, we're gonna talk about weaving light. We're weaving the light. We're weaving the light, the masculine, the feminines, right? It's coming back, right? Again, we got to upgrade. It's constantly upgrading. Oh, and here, this guy, right? So it's talking about the 3 dantians, right? So it's the top, you have your upper dantian, your middle dantian, and your lower dantian. And then they meet at the solar plexus in the throat. So think about that. What you're saying, and then who you're being, how you're standing, all this stuff, right? But it's a Venn diagram. So if you were to go like, I don't know, like in and out, or like, go around this way, right? Then go down through and then go through the other one and connect. It's essentially a helix, and it's like DNA is literally, it's the strand is literally within our dantian and our chakras, right? Like that's your chakra. The Kundalini rising has to come back down. Just, I keep saying that lately. Bring it back down into your body. You're trying to go up and you're like, oh, spiritual, oh my God, I'm seeing, I'm flying, blah, 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 blah. And your body's down here like, hey, what about me? Like you just left. And now I feel Like you leave, I don't want to be on Earth, right? Or forget Earth. Earth's so heavy. Let's get out of here. No, you got to come back down. You got to bring that knowledge back down, right? We got to center all that stuff. Oh, so what do we get here? Hold on, read. Queen of Pentacles. Most of you guys know a lot of this stuff. Oh, did I have the Emperor right there? Okay, I'll hold that. Pentacles. It's come to offer you loving energy. She is the quintessential mother, always at the ready to provide soul-soothing comfort that comes from her heart. Don't mistake her kindness and compassion for frailty. She is one tough bird who will do whatever it takes to ensure that those around her are well cared for. Queen of Pentacles brings security and balance to the situation, igniting powerful female energy that can handle all. Where's this guy? When this card comes to you, take a moment to bask in the love and the security this merciful crow is offering you. Of course, there's always the risk of going to extremes, which is the reverse, but I don't think it came out reverse. And then Emperor, father-like, authority, fair-minded, wisdom, protective, fire. Masculine father energy, whereas the Empress offers abundant love and nurturing. Emperor brings solid foundation of order and rules that provides security and stability. The crow stands on the sword, symbol of power, protection, authority, strength, and courage. The ram head on the throne represents leadership and initiative. The Emperor's energy brings order to chaos. He is not a dictator nor a taskmaster. He is, however, a strong leader who commands devotion through wisdom and integrity. Crows are known for passing information through their DNA to future generations to protect them from possible dangers. The Emperor sits on his throne, ready to share his knowledge to ensure all around him stay safe. Channel his power in times of uncertainty. Through fearless determination and expertise, it will manifest success. Boom. That's what's up. Yeah, thanks, Melanie. Send your love back. What's up? All love. That's right. Sending the love, sharing it. That's why I come here to send love, because we send it all right back out. That's what we're here to do. Everybody's got something to say. Everybody's got to talk about stuff. And I'm ready. Let's go. So, we all got to get ready, get ourselves ready so that we are prepared for whatever it is that you're going to be doing. That's the other thing, too. I don't know why I'm saying this right now. It's just coming out this way. It's definitely happening for everyone, but it happens on different levels and different densities. And as you travel through, you're cleaning out. It's like cleaning out your chi, cleaning out a chakra, cleaning out your dantians, cleaning out your mind, your body, your soul, right? You have to infuse it with more light and more knowledge. How do you, if you don't know how to feed yourself, you don't know how to survive, how do you figure it out? Well, you bring light to it, you find it out, you do information, right? A lot of this stuff gets into the realms of what does the tarot card say, or what does the this say, or what does the that say, and the reality is like, well, you gotta do it too. I talk about that a lot because this is where we're at. Like, for a lot of, maybe not for everybody, but for the collective as people, like, this is really starting to come online. If you haven't been noticing for a while, it's been going on for a long time, and it's always going on. But this is definitely a unique time, and we have so much potential to do everything right now that we've always wanted to put your time and mind and energy and everything into. That's why everything's going the way it's been going with the whatever's going on, the demics, the whatever demics is out there. So we're gonna get into this stuff here too, more. Sacred Travelers next. Let's see what's going on right now with these guys. Let's see what we get for the week coming up. My feminine, my masculines here. Great adventure. Let's see the great adventure. Take a risk, venture forward. Beautiful, love it. See what we all must be doing. And on the bottom, we have answering the call. The time is now. I mean, can I literally ask for more obviousness? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love all of us doing all our, doing all this stuff, man. And then the cards are just like, yeah, okay, cool. Thanks. Thanks for letting me know why I was saying all this stuff. All right, we got a great adventure ahead of us, and time's now to answer the call. So let's go. I don't even feel like reading them all. All right, we're just gonna start dumping cards out today because the cards want to talk. We skipped a week. I know we skipped a week. We gotta catch back up. I end up reading them all. I end up being here forever. So I'll just talk about them as we go. And as I talk, the cards are going to fall out just to confirm it all, which is weird. Creep me out, bro. Just kidding. Where's the crow cards? Okay, there. Let's move around to the Galactic Heritage. Thank you. So you know who for my Galactic Heritage card. It's so fitting. It's so fitting. Let's see what the light. What? See what the light weavers want to say. All right. You know, it's the concept of like, it's the whole amnesia. It's restoring the amnesia to every single aspect of everything. Why are we here? What do I do? How do I heal? Right? Or why not? You need more information. I need more abilities. I need more activations. I need more light in my body, in my mind, in my this, in my that. You know, how do I heal my amnesia? Learning the truth, right? How do I connect my chi, my body, through my body, right? I need to practice the postures, right? That's why they stand for hours. I mean, I've said it before, but like there's one movie where they stand, they're flexible, and the kid's like 7 or 8, and he's got his foot all the way up here, and he's holding onto his foot like this. You know what I mean? His legs are perfectly straight up, and he's standing on one foot, and he's supposed to stand there for like 4 hours. I don't know if it was a Bruce Lee thing. I forget what it was, who it was. Um, and the reason for that, right? You say, oh my gosh, it's torture. Like even standing horse stands for like an hour. Like just try to do it for 20 minutes, get real low, It's like, oh my gosh, it's torture. Once your body builds all those muscles and you can do it with ease, then your body is now standing in the proper weighted position, and your chi flow is easy through your whole body. It's smooth, it's open, it's clean, it's clear. It's not just, that's why you say, I always say stretch, and it's not just lift the muscles up or whatever, but it's body alignment. It's everything we're doing now is connecting everything, right? Whatever you call truth, what it really is, what it, what it is, what it that, which can get into a lot more issues because that's relative in every case. But the true is like, it doesn't have to be talked about. You know what I mean? Like everything that is truth, whatever that we keep, all world keeps looking for, and I'm saying majority society, or whatever, is like how to grow, how to make something work, not how to grow thinking plants. Like science, like how does it work? Like this, is that true? Okay, well let's try it a bunch of times. If we have the truth of like being is what's coming back, and what needs to be more. One thing I love about you know moms, right? When we go shopping, and I realize that's where I got it from. Anytime I go out somewhere, like I just blast them with whatever I'm talking about, blah, 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 right? And then I just make it happy, and I try to make it people happy. I did they're not gonna be happy. Who knows? So I realized where I got that from too, because she just does that, and then I was seeing that. I'm like, that's weaving light into this world, over and over and over and over and over again until they get it, until there's so many pathways to get there that nobody's confused anymore. Right? That's why we're all talking from all the different religions, all the different this. We're putting it all together. We're getting over all the old stuff. We're moving into the new stuff. But typically, what a lot of people, like I said, like saying yesterday, a lot of people just talk about like Kardashians and stuff. No offense, shout out, talk about it. We all want to figure it out, but we're and that's because of society. So we gotta talk more about this stuff. We gotta break through a lot of this, and that's really what's happened and what's been happening, right? As the star seeds come in, one after another, bit by bit, and now it's that time and space to hold a higher vibration, and there's still a lot higher to go. I think a lot of us have felt very much higher frequencies than the current collective frequency. And that's one way that you can know that you're here to help, keep it higher, because it's why all the human stuff here just so that, that's why it's all just annoying, because to me, I guess, because like if it was me, I would have figured this out way better for all of us and we'd all be abundant, like it's not that hard to kind of figure out how to find food and water, and then just live peacefully. But everybody's just arguing still. I was thinking about that too. We've been at war, right? We've been at war since we got here, since America was founded. And even before then, it was war, right? Like Revolutionary War was 1776, freedom, right? From Britain or something, America declared, right? And then what, 1800s, we had the Spanish, was it with Mexico, American War, whatever war, right? Then Civil War, after all the Native American, that one came. That it came after it's just like we've been at war for the past this hundreds and hundreds of years, thousands of years, and so there's this mentality on this earth that people just can't get over. They can't get past fighting and anger and hatred and sadness and guilt and all of these matrix things, right? All of these things that are provable, that we keep trying to prove, right? I have a reason to be sad. I have a reason to be, or like, you know what I mean? Or like, it's like people say, people watch the news sometimes, it's like, why do you watch the news? And then they say, well, you don't watch the news. I watch it to be informed. And they feel it's like you're not being informed because you don't watch, the news or something. It's like, what do you know? People got to no, like realizing bad things happen in the world. We don't have to keep, but we got to bring it all to light. So it's cool. World is in the process of weaving its own light and learning how to bring in its true identity, each individual, right? And that's going to be up to each individual to do what they got to do for them so they can be the best of them that they can be. Hey, G, how you doing, girl? We love you, G. That's right. Let me pull this Galactic Heritage card. Yeah, it's tough. It's if one thing is not true, we've all been talking, all kinds of people, we've all been talking about this stuff for a long time. When I think about it, I've always been on the mindset. Like this has been my mindset, Buddha mind, all that kind of stuff, Kung Fu and Tai Chi and, all this. And yeah, I don't know where we're going to go with that. Yeah, let's see. As a collective, I don't know, we got to realize what's important. And it's interesting that there's so many more people that aren't rich, wealthy, rich wealth, but yet the world still collectively is like stuck on stuff and material things. Like if the world collectively wasn't so much, then what do they say? Top 1% of people get, 80% of the money or something or whatever, like nobody else has, why are we all, we're all chasing the dream. It's the dream, right? Whatever you want to call it. And that's why once we realize we don't need all that stuff, that's what it comes down to. So I like that saying, why don't we all, instead of one family per house, why don't we all just, get a whole bunch of friends together and rent a castle, or buy a castle somewhere, get like 8 friends, and then we can all just live in a castle somewhere or something. I was just like, yeah, hello, do our own little communities, but look how divided the world's always been, man. Everything, every little thing, like in school, you're a jock, or you're like a punk, or you're whatever. It's just, or you're a goody two shoes, or you it's just like, what's everybody doing, man? Like everybody's just I don't judge anybody. No, that's all anybody's ever been doing, like myself included, because I grew up in it too. So it takes you a while to get yourself away from that and out of that, and understanding that it's not what everyone else keeps telling you, and it's what you're telling people, and you keep trying to tell people, but they keep assuming generally accepted societal meaning behind what you said, and that's not what you're trying to uniquely say. And this is why we all get confused and we all can't understand what we're saying. It's weird to me to be a communicator or air sign, Libra, in relationships and communications and all this and the connections, and how some people just they can't at all fathom the concept of just like talking about something, you know. It blows my mind, and it always has, So, shout out. I'm not trying to pick on anybody either. It's just a no learning, no wanting to learn, no, it like just automatic assumption that since I don't know what you're saying, you're full of crap. Like automatically, that's just how it works, right off. Like you just go, I mean, or um, I don't know, but it's true, I guess. But like because we have so many different people here and so many different fractals. But I would never assume, and I could never live in a world where I wouldn't think that we couldn't learn it all. Every single one of us. A lot of times people are, I don't like, people just don't want to because like, or like math, right? Math. Some people aren't good with math or whatever. It's just like, yeah, but you can learn how to do it. Like, if you're not good, it takes you longer. I mean, okay, whatever. But why is everybody so separating? It's like everybody just separates everything. We should be abundant. We should be wanting to do everything. We should be wanting to meet everybody and hang out everywhere and see everything and talk about everything. Right? This is a fun world. That's why you can do it as kids, because when you're kids, it's small, it's little bubbles. They're not too big yet. Then they get older and they get crazy. But nobody went ape on the world because of all the love and acceptance and sharing that they've done with other people. So it's interesting. Like, don't do this, don't do that, don't say this, don't say that. No, we gotta blow it open. We gotta keep it blown open from when they're kids, so that they learn how to keep it going. Right? We gotta weave some light for these new kiddos and their paths. Right? Shout out, what was G doing? Recording them all yelling and getting it out. That's a qigong move. You gotta yell. You gotta get it out of your, moves chi too, right? It was hilarious. They were all the kiddos are screaming and whatever. That's I even shared a TikTok where there's this guy meditating. He's like, this is me now every morning. He's like, get out, and he went in on it, man. He was like, no, bad in my day, get out. Like he went nuts. It was hilarious. I don't know if I sent it to all you guys. You guys see it. I got to put it on Facebook or something, but hold on. All right, Galactic Heritage. Hold on. I'm getting excited. We got no water? Can we get some water? I think that's small. Nope, that's not water. I have to wait. We're passing through now slowly, but it's real. Yeah, we got some time on the kiddos. We got some time. Everything has to be integrated at the speed that everybody can integrate it. And if the speed of the integration that's here becomes too much, those are going to be the people who, may not want to or be able to, or they're going to need some help, But of all the issues, there's so many issues that everybody just keeps picking on. It's kind of like me trying to talk about, or anybody, like I'm trying to talk about love, unity, all this stuff, but it doesn't mean that there aren't people out there who legit want war, and believe in it. And even like good, kind people, but they just believe like, we're under attack. That's, we got to defend ourselves. You know what I mean? Like, and they're still good people, but it's like, until that removal of all that hatred and destruction, until that goes away, I mean, we all feel those feelings, right? We all feel, that's why I listen to punk rock music, or throw on some heavy metal when I want to, but it's not because I want to, like just break a wall down, like what good is that gonna do? You know what I mean? Like I would probably feel better if I could go build a wall, instead of actually having to rage and break it down. I'd feel better if I could go just sign up, volunteer to help some construction workers, right? But I don't think they do volunteers really like that. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like the world, healing the world, healing it all. It's everything. It's everything in everything you do in every single way. It's why we have to learn to walk in peace within ourselves, no matter where we're going, no matter what's happening around you, being unfazed, right? I shared the Sadi Guru, right, where he even says, what is anger? Or, where does anger come? He's like, you choose to be angry, right? It doesn't come like outside, like all of a sudden it just hits you, and like anger. Oh, no, I'm angry. Like there's a reason why you're angry, right? There's something, and then you're choosing to respond with anger, and he says of all the feelings you can have in your body and you can cultivate, you can create, would you like to feel anger? Why not joy, and all this stuff, and it's so true. So when you can make sure your insides feel the way you want them to feel, right? Not like we got to change the whole world. You got to change everybody's doing. Everybody's trying to tell everybody else how to live, how to do things, and essentially, how are we all not just doing that, right? But it's the difference between that forcing it, right, and throwing on some heavy metal music and just getting it out, or going and building something constructive. When you feel like, right, there's healthy alternatives for everything, doing community service, helping out, going, seeing a friend, calling an old friend, calling a family member up, call somebody you haven't seen in a while or something, call your uncle or somebody or whatever, and just say, hey, sucker, what you been doing over there, and just start just blabbing. It won't even matter half the stuff you say. You guys will be so happy to just, hear from each other or whatever. Happiness is all around us all the time. We got to choose it. We got to choose it instead of getting wrapped up in like, whatever emotion just hit me, anger. Oh, I just got hit with anger. No, you saw something and now you're getting angry. And that's not going to help the situation, because what happened already happened, right? You already know, and it's not like you're wrong in being angry. Maybe it was something bad, it's not like you're unjustified in your reaction, but that's the difference. That's the triggers. That's the being able to walk through life and be grateful and for the gift of life that this is, that we get to walk through and experience anything and everything but we always have the choice to choose how we feel inside, because you can choose how what anybody said makes you feel, or what anybody did makes you feel. You get to choose. And it's not more righteous, less righteous. It's not about good or bad. You know what I'm saying? It's just you choosing how you're going to let your vibrational frequency not be affected in that way, like, because that's what, like I said, again, watching news. Oh, you don't watch it, don't stay informed? Well, then you're not caring about the world. No, I care about the world, but the news isn't helping. It's doing is telling us constantly how bad everything is. And that's really not, there's way more people doing like fun stuff on a daily basis. Like, what does everybody do every day? I mean, they'll try to have fun. They'll try to do something, I mean, but it's the mentality, that it's the psychology of trying to piece together a matrix that you don't need to be worried about, right? Like the he said, she said. Oh, I say what you want to say. I'm good. I'm over here. What? Right? I wasn't even listening to half of the stuff you're talking about, man. Like, honestly, I'm here in the present moment. I'm paying attention to a lot of other things that are going on. And right then, I'm sorry, what didn't catch my eye. It's nothing personal, right? But oh no, I'm not oh no, you're rude. What? Why? Right? How often do people come up to you and go, listen, I really would appreciate if you could listen to me right now. I have something very important to say. They don't. Sometimes they just come in, start blabbing their faces off, and then you're like, huh, what? Yeah, okay, sure. And then I didn't respond right or something. I'm not paying attention. I don't care. It's everybody's got to stop thinking everybody else knows. Like, to just stop telling people, other people, what, you know, stuff to do. Just stop telling them, like, like, you're like, everyone in the world is everybody's parent. Everyone's in every leader or every also authority figure. Everybody's trying to teacher. Everybody's trying to tell everybody. It's just like, it's like kids who go through it, and then, they grow up teenagers, right? They got to go through it no matter what. Anyways, you can tell them all you want, tell them all day long. It's not gonna work. It never has. It never has. I mean, like, maybe it did way back in the day when things were more stricter. I don't know. Maybe there was a time, and I think there was, right? There was, because when America was founded and everybody did the American thing, and everyone was trying to be the right in religion, right in the communities, and oh yeah, we've seen them movies. What's that one? What's that one movie with that old school movie where in Salem with the daughter and the guy, and they wanted to get him because of the what's that movie? Oh, I don't even want to talk about it. It's probably too intense. We shouldn't even really do it. Hey, sucker. Eh? Keeps like being mad. Yeah, yeah, it's true. It is. It's that mad. Yeah. It doesn't make sense to me either. It's weird. I know. Like I get mad too. I'm a guy. I have testosterone. I get fired up, but like never do I ever want to, like, I don't know, like, hurt anybody. Like, I don't know. I already feel a way that I'd rather not. Why would I want to give that to somebody? It's like, I don't understand. I think there's just some people out there that we're so different so many ways. Some people just completely on one side and others on the other side. But as everybody pulls out of whatever side they're on, you had a strict parents, or you had a not strict parents who didn't care, or you had a, it's like, it's all, that's not how the whole world works, guys, right? Like, we have to, gotta realize that. And that's why you separate us, keep us hiding, keep us from finding each other, keep us from talking to each other, right? Keep us from all of it, all that stuff, everything, right? And we're coming out of a lot. There's coming out of a lot. Think about it, you know. Even if it's been, what they say, the new generation spoiled, we're getting more spoiled, and we're this and we're that, it still ain't easy. They don't make it easy for, what was I watching, a comedian? He said, he said, the next time I hear grandpa tell me that they sold their house, we bought the house, how much their house is worth. We bought it in 1881, it was for 13 cents, and now it's gone up, or whatever. He's like, I'm 26 or something out of college. He's like, I'm never going to own a house. He's like, I'm never going to be able to afford one of those. By now, college, it's over. The whole thing, get a degree, it's over. Okay. He's like, there's not enough jobs. There's not, whatever. And that's kind of where he's going. I don't think he said that last part, but yeah, man. I'm going for a walk. Oh, see you later, alligators. Yeah, bye, G. Be happy. That's it. Bees. Yeah, a lot of spider energy. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Weaving. Shout out to the spider energy, man. That's what I'm here to do. We're here to do. I got to start going live all the time. Just hopping on living every day about stuff like this. That's what I'm kind of getting at. Because something new comes every. I used to say that I need like cameras set up where I'm just walking through and I start going, yeah, what you got with it? And then I go, oh, hit record. Right? And then what's coming through? What's coming through, guys? What we're going to talk about? And I can catch it. Catch it there instead of having to worry about pull cards, or, who we're going to talk with and who we're not going to talk, and how it should just be everybody and anybody and everybody at any point in time and any place and any. So it's pretty wild, And then there's all that stuff too. Oh, you have to make sure to make time and space and ask and this and that. And I'm just like, honestly, like, I'm ready when I'm ready. We got a lot of stuff to deal with down here. You guys can come at the speed of light. I mean, it's like I laugh at that all the time. It's up to us. Are you sure? Right? It's like, right? I can't wait for that. I don't know if I'm ready for it to be up to me yet, because I'm gonna blow everything up. I mean, not really, but just saying. I want to do this with these cards so bad. There's like 100 and 8 cards in this deck or something. All right, guys. Where are we going? Change the energy. Who else, Mr. Weavers? We're bringing it, weaving everybody in today. Not just, all right, shh, for a second. I'm thinking too much, putting too much in here, and I want to read a comment. Please, I appreciate you guys being here. Whoa. Project nastiness in all kinds of ways. Right. And that's the thing, too, when you can just like stand and look at them, like, what's wrong with you? Like, like, that's why I love the image of the hippie. I'll always love the image of the hippie, the super stoned guy. It's just like, everything's, the whole world is, the sky's falling, and then there's like hippie guy just like walking down, just like listening to some reggae, just like boop, 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 it's like all of a sudden the sky, and oh shit, man. It looks like the sky's falling. Shit, we better get out of here, like it's just like, it's such a more relaxed way of looking at the world. I don't know. And that's why I like, shout out George Carlin. I think we got too much, you know, what is it, ambition in the world or something. He's like, say, listen, we don't need any more shopping malls. We don't need you to be the CEO. And, I don't know if he doesn't say this exactly. I'm paraphrasing. CEO of McDonald's. Nobody cares. All right, honestly, it's not like it's a great achievement. I mean, yeah, you make more money, take care of your family now better. Okay, good for you. But it's like, really, what is that your ambition? Like everybody's so ambitious and inspired and wants to, build another building, or something. Like, what are we doing, guys? He said, show me a guy who's just sitting on the couch minding his own business. I'll show you a guy who's not causing any freaking problems. All right. Who only gets off the couch to go take a leak, every, at the commercials of whatever he's, I don't know, I forget how he said the whole bit, but I was just cracking up. Like, that's the whole inaction and Tao. It's inaction, guys. And it doesn't mean you don't do anything, but you're doing the choice of not doing, so you let things fall into place, right? How everybody loves it when things fall into place. How is anything gonna fall into place if you're constantly trying to tell it what to do and force it to go when it's not ready to go? You can't, and nothing will fall into place until you fall into place, right? What do you want to fall into place is you. What we need, what is a greater being, galactic? What is it? What is the goal? All of us fall into our places as the puzzle pieces, and then the whole thing starts churning on the new, So we got, here we go. Okay, we're gonna go 1 and 2. Okay, they're coming out upside down. I don't like upside down and right side up stuff. I don't know why. I think the message is in the card regardless. And if it's upside down or if it's right side up, it's just more them trying to like make me worry about where it's at. Like, I got the subject and that's how it applies. So I don't know. Maybe I'll change it up again one day. But both of these are technically upside down. So I think that means that so since this one says missing link and it's upside down, I guess that means we found it, right? So hey, we're doing great. Look, delusion of control. It was upside down. Not a problem anymore, right? It's not even, it was upside down. That's right. That's what we were doing before. And then if you look, it's past. So we got missing link, we got Earth in the past, right? Right? Earth is missing its link. Look, it's us. It's like, dude, where's my homies, man? Where's my stewards? Where's my, the past, the Earth, missing link? What's up? Number 49. We got number 36, right? Orion, past, delusion of control, right? I got this. Look at him. I got this. He's struggling. Look how red he is. He's like, he's about to blow up. His face is already, just tell him to breathe, because I don't think he's got that, right? But that was Orion, right? What's been happening? Orion, Sirius, gateways. Come on now. We're going on right now. Delusion of control. We're going to let that go, right? So what did I say? It's upside down. So bye. Say goodbye to this old timeline, right? Say goodbye to the missing link on Earth and the old timeline. Truth's coming out, right? See, now I like that the reverse is kind of fun because I make my own, right? That was fun. That made it fun. I'm just gonna do it when I feel like it. That's how that's pretty much how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be spontaneous and free and sovereign and say what we feel and do what we do and talk with all this stuff. And until you can be open to the frequencies and you can hear, you can feel, and you realize that, you know, non-physical beings don't have vocal cords, you know, so it's not going to sound necessarily the same, but you can hear, you know, they can put a frequency vibration and, you know, hit the eardrum, you know, stuff. That's why we hear like the loud pitch, right? All that kind of stuff. Whoa, careful. Just relax. This is for the week ahead. This is for the week ahead. This is like past what we've been doing. Halo. Halo. Look at that. Passed again. What are we doing? So this was upside down too. 42. Blind enthusiasm. Look at the Pleiades. Pleiades. It was upside down. So bow. Right? Let me see. I'm gonna read these ones. Check this out. 49. Holy moly. The human race has never truly, this is a missing link one, never truly been alone. Since ancient times, our ET forefathers have been working with us both genetically and spiritually to nurture our development as a species. Uplifting a younger species is a natural part of galactic civilization. You pulled this card because you have a past life connection to these ancient projects between humans and ETs. As you explore this connection, you'll find that so-called missing link is not just a generic reference, but a spiritual one. What has been missing is an understanding of who we are and our place in a vast galactic community. Yeah, and then it goes in like way more words, but I'll stop it there. Yeah, that's what I was saying. The missing link, right? Our past, our true history. Okay, now we got 36, losing the control from Orion. It's gonna be good. I'm gonna hold it up. Switch. The light's over here. Since I'm not using my thing. Within the Orion system, the dark forces sought control at all costs. Need for control of your reality comes from the ego and is based purely on delusion. We cannot truly control anything, as only the universe, through its infinite wisdom, keeps everything in balance. Your need for control is a deep karmic pattern that is ready to be released. First, you must look deeply at the habits, patterns, and beliefs in your life that reinforce the feeling that you are in control. Practice letting go and trusting. When the urge to control arises, take a deep breath. Remember that it's only the desire of a fearful ego. Yeah, no doubt. For sure. Okay, next one. 42. A habitual pattern of the Pleiadians when they were a young species was to become very excited about an idea and implement it without thinking it through. Excuse me. What are the far-reaching implications of these actions? Who benefits and who is hurt? Take a good look at the times you may have done this in your current life. In the eyes of the universe, there are no mistakes. However, everyone has a responsibility to see beyond their own excitement and try to make choices that support the whole rather than simply the ego's desires. Yes, that's a big one too. Blind enthusiasm. I'm interested. But this was a burst too. So I think that's, again, and it's past. All of these are past cards. Past. Wait, get upside down. Past. I think they were all upside down. So these are all the things literally that we're going through. Letting blind enthusiasm, right? And that's representative of, you know, like the ignorance, right? Like, oh, we're going to do this. Oh, we're going to create that. Oh, we're going to, you know, and that's free will. Thank you. Right. That's what happened on the free will place where people were allowed to do things. And another thing I was thinking about, should I say it? Yeah. Okay. Is the concept of like, you know, what happened in Atlantis and what happened in Lemuria and, you know, it's like crystals, you know, which it wasn't like not, you know, and obviously they used that technology, right? But really, you know, what all that happened was somebody gave in, somebody somewhere, you know what I mean, got bribed. And I don't know specifically. They're not giving me specifics. They're not going to, but you know, that's what the specific was it's, we wonder about how this could happen to this world, or if you were the steward of this place, a beautiful place, one of the most highly, traveled through places, in this, near system, whatever, however you want to describe it. How would you, or how did you let this go? How did this even happen? Who was protecting it? Who was off duty? What happened, right? And so it's that realization that it didn't just like happen magically, right? It happened because of people or beings at the time, right? Where they didn't listen, or whatever the case, right? They used the technology wrong, or they listened to what somebody else said, or they got bribed because whatever happens, it happens. This is why all these things usually, it's like every movie, or it's like anything in your life, once you realize, why does this happen? Why does that happen? Well, it all happens. Hindsight's 2020, right? Like it always happens because of us, because of people. And so this is the whole point of learning to really, truly be full of integrity, like at all times, at all costs, no matter what, in order to protect. That's number one rule of protection of anything. If you want to be a protector of anything, anywhere, you have to have unrelenting, infinitely unrelenting, loyalty to protection. And I don't mean that whole, loyalty. We gotta be careful with that word on the humans. We gotta be careful with that word, loyalty. There's a lot of loyalty going around. But yeah. So learning that. So we gotta learn. Gotta learn it here too. If we can do it here, we can do it anywhere in the galaxy. That's why we're learning it here. Yeah. Right. It was somebody or something, and we let up. We gave up. What do they say? What's the number one worst thing, right, a good person can do, or something, is not do anything at all, or whatever. Or when we're supposed to stand up and say things, speak for other people who can't. It hasn't been easy to do so, and that's because we stopped. You know what I mean? And a lot of times people want to survive, right? That's why I love Braveheart. That's why it's like my favorite movie ever. It's like he didn't care. He's like, nope, that's it. Nope, you're not doing this, you guys. We don't like you guys. You need to get out of here. There's no way. There's no way we're letting you stay here. There's no way. I'm not going down without a fight. And that's it. But people, like I said, and what happens? Why humans got weak, whatever. I don't even want to say that, because we're not. But we allowed ourselves to be. We allowed ourselves to lose the memory, to forget that this is more than just this human life, that we have a soul, that, you know what I mean? That it's more. So we just preserve this life, right? That's why they got us all hooked on, scarcity and not enough resources. And, we don't have this and we don't have that. And, you gotta, whatever. It's just fear, scarce, the survival mode that we've been in for so long. And how did we get to the survival mode? Well, we let it happen, right? Because again, this goes back. It didn't all just happen like boom, and like we're here now. Like, oh, what happened to people? No, it was gradual. And it wasn't easy, but that's, eventually that's what happens. It gets to the point where then the bad takes over way too much control, and now it's not going to be easy. So we've literally had to let a place go and exist called Earth and its solar system, and we've had to let it figure itself out, like any child, any teenager growing up, learning to interact with itself and other beings, other planets, other things, other energies. And now it's time to, well, I don't recollect. Let's just put it that way. Recollect. We're just going to recollect some things, I guess, is what's happening. I don't know what I'm saying right now. They're just telling me to talk about it. I don't know. Recollect. What is that? Did that make sense with the sentence? I think so. Sheesh. It's like you have, you know what I mean? You have to say it. You have to say what you feel, right? Anybody out there, you guys are learning this, channel in there, talk, whatever you even call it. I don't care what you call it. Channel. Oh, it just comes. That's why I say I need cameras so I can hit record. I need like I'm gonna get it all set up. I'm gonna have like cameras all over, and I'm gonna bring on my phone. Yep. Just as soon as I need to, boom, like record me from over there, and I'll hit the one in the other room, and then it'll just record the blank room. And I'm like, oh crap, I was on camera 3. Back in the day, what was that? Something like, oh yeah, back in the day, you'd get a dime for a day's work, and it would pay for the family for the whole month. What happened? No kidding, right? And everybody kept going for it, like, no, woo, capitalism, or whatever. I don't know, whatever. I'm not trying to pick on it. I think of uh, Austin Powers when he gets unfrozen in the first one. And I guess when they left, they were at war, with America, British, and so he's like, the war's over. And he's like, oh, right. He's like, about time we show those commie bastards what's up or something, And then he's like, no, Austin, you know, they won or something like that. And he's like, oh, yay, capitalism or something. He was just like, I started cracking up. It's too funny, just the way his Austin Powers, man. I couldn't help but laugh. I loved that whole character and Mini Me and Dr. Evil. Oh my God, come on, and Scott and number 2. Oh, it was great. And Frau. Oh, it was great. It was great. It was a little silly as heck. Oh, I'm going up too high. Satan's World, Pimps and Hoes, and the she was an aren't, and the few that are not. Yeah. No, I can agree with that, But I was thinking about that too. I think it's funny. People talk all the time like, Satan, it's the devil, it's Lucifer, And honestly, just can we all just meet in the middle real quick here, right? Meet me halfway. Has anybody anywhere, minus the spiritually, I don't want to get into that for this case, but the average people who all believe in all this stuff, has anybody ever met this guy or person or thing? Like, you know what I'm saying? I shared the Scooby-Doo meme, right, on Facebook, because it said Scooby-Doo used to remind us that the bad guy was always a human, right? It could be a ghost episode and the ghost is haunting the place, right? They pull his mask off. It's the human. It's some guy. You know what I mean? It could be anything. It's the guy. It's this, and it's so funny because then they say like, oh, well, facts. So read the book. It says it right here in the book, and it's like, have you ever met this person? Like, ever? You know what I mean? And then they say, well, I know, well, there's bad. It's like, yeah, we know there's bad out there, right? But it's not like we gotta separate, right? We're constantly judging and gauging people, right? Better, stronger, faster, this way, that way, another. Like who's this? Like there's 29,000 million beings in the bad side and the demon side, and there's a gazillion angel side. I mean, it's like, at what point? Once again, it's like I feel like I'm in junior high again. Like I just got here, and everybody's like, whoosh, like, and I'm just like, hey, does anybody want to go skate, shoot some hoops? I don't know, do something, play some soccer, frisbee. I don't. Where do you want to go? Like, I gotta find out how to, And it's like I didn't. Did we really? Like, And then you think about what brings us back to that place of happiness and love and light. It's just being centered, knowing that you're here and being like, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful for life. Right, right, right. Right. Stop running away. Stop going, you know what I mean? Thinking you need to like, I'm not saying don't travel. I'm not saying don't go try to do stuff, what I mean? But it's just like it's in the minds. Everybody got lost. That's why this is the land of the lost. Yeah. I totally agree with that. That's why I've always felt like the wanderer type. Right, just walking in, just being like, "Hey, what's everybody doing over here?" I don't want to stay too long, because I don't want to get mixed up in whatever is the primarily dominant matrix that's going on in this place. But how's everybody doing? I'm excited to be here. It's something new for me. It's weird. It is. It's very interesting. Being a part of different energies and frequencies that within yourself, but science hasn't, written a Bible on it yet. So it's not, we So no one else understands. Like, I feel weird sometimes because I just think like, man, is this really like, I know people are like more aware, or can be made to be more aware of this stuff. You know what I mean? It's just that one thing that's got a crack in people's lives that just goes, maybe it's not all what I thought it was. You know what I mean? And then if they really care, then start looking up energy and frequency, Tesla 369, figure it out. You know, it's there. It's we actually have a lot of information out there. You know, but it's interesting to me that, you know, how people want to figure out life. Well, how, to what degree? Because if you really did, you could. How far are you going to go? Right? It's not, and that's why it's about that energetic frequency and weaving it all in, because we're here. There's certain people that are like already looking at life like this way, like, you know, already seeing it from this way, already, you know, giving, you know, where a situation happens and there's only 3 4 people involved, and then it's just a fight, but then there's that fifth person walks in, and then they see what's really going on, how someone, they're having trouble over here, and then this one's upset, and they ask for help, but the other one don't want to, and now it's all, you know what I mean? Like, it's that observer, it's that third, it's being in the same world, watching the Kardashian show and not really hearing anything that they're saying, and just being like, are they okay? Are they okay? You know, I hope everybody's okay. You know, it's weird. Because like I said earlier, then I get the, you're not listening. No, I'm listening. I'm just choosing what my response is going to be. And then that's, you know, people get upset with that if you don't respond, you know, the way that, you know, or verify their, you know, claim, or, you know, there's so many things, like, people, we're just a bunch of kids that grew up and we think we know stuff now, you know, and it's not like we don't know stuff. You know? Like I say, it's all out there. We can learn it all if we want, but it's funny. It's a funny world. I just think it's funny sometimes. You know? Like, it's just funny. It's just funny. Like, what is everybody doing? You know? Like, and all I want for us to be able to do is be completely free. You know? Like I'm not trying to judge it, right? I'm talking about don't judge, and I'm doing it right here. You're right. But again, this is the place, this is where we communicate from. How are we ever gonna get anybody from anywhere to ever understand? I mean, we're just supposed to say, oh no, they don't have the frequency, they're not gonna, okay, bye-bye. You know, it's like, no, I'm gonna show them, I'm gonna be it, I'm gonna talk about it, I'm gonna, you know, not trying to force it, but that's again because they're used to being talked to that way. They think I'm trying to force. They think that, right? That's why it's hard for, you know, spiritual, you know, communities to be talking, or it was. It's going to be much easier now. It is much easier now. It's much easier now. So talk a lot more. Like, don't be afraid to talk. There's way more people out there too that are coming out like this anyway. You'll be surprised, but that's why it's all, you know, they try to shut it down. They try to, I forgot where I was going with that one. Where were we going? More comments? I see you, Jen. Yeah. Most of them have no idea they're participating. Exactly. Wow, that's big. That's why I say all things, all words have an equal, opposite, positive, negative. Yeah. It's facts. Right, exactly. Right. And that's the thing. The fact, like, nobody has to argue about what a fact is, because we all know it's the fact, you know, right off the bat. I didn't need to know it. We live in polarity because I already knew we lived in hot and cold. You know, I didn't need proof. We didn't need to research it. We didn't need to figure it out. I mean, of course, we got there because we probably had magnets and, you know, whatever, and we figured all that stuff out. But it's like that's the thing, being in the present moment, right? People are way too making up the future based on what we don't know still. You know what I mean? And so that's why it's envisioning the future is sometimes, and bringing higher frequencies here sometimes is about not necessarily knowing how it's going to be done, but knowing what it feels like, and bringing that in and being here, right? And just feeling that expansion within your heart and your mind and your body and everything all the time. That should be the number one thing that everybody's searching for every single second of every single day. And again, I'm not trying to tell people what to do, but it's secretly what we're all trying to do. whether we admit it or not. Like you said, shout out, right? Like you're saying, what people are participating, they don't even know they're participating, right? And that's how thick the matrix is. That's how thick the programming, the thinking, the boxed thinking is. There's millions and millions of people who would probably say they're open-minded and they think outside the box, and they're still in the box. There's a lot, and maybe they poke out now and again. Maybe they do, excuse me. But right, thank you. The way I see it, and the way that they explain it to me is, excuse me, it's like I'm saying, we're all capable of understanding it all. And so it can all change on a dime, right? As soon as people just have that epiphany, that one moment, like, what? Maybe it's not just Christians, like there's different ones. What does that mean to you, right? There's all these different religions, right? And they're all here talking about love and peace and unity. Well, I'm gonna no, go away with your book. I don't want to read your book. Why aren't we comparing books? We should be comparing all the books, right? I'll be excited as hell. Like, yo, what? That's what he said in my book. That's what. Look, I got it right here. I got like they could be best friends. Look at that, two Bible thumpers. Well, what is the Bible? That's the Holy Bible. So, and then another one, and another book thumper. Right? They'll be thumping all over the place. Right? They'll be creating book thumping clubs, and then everybody starts thumping. But and then guess what? We figured out. I know, right? We don't. But what's everybody doing? What's everybody do? See, I'm picking on us. I'm picking on us. I have to pick on the collective. I have to pick on everybody so we all get triggered, because somewhere deep down, everybody cares about this stuff, right? Even people I know who are like, oh, I don't care, or it's too heavy. I just stay out. As soon as they see like an injustice, or like, or like a sad commercial, sad doggy commercial, they're tearing up too. Yeah, you said you don't. Oh yeah, you don't care. Every single human on this planet cares. Now, what you care about, that's different, right? But you wouldn't be on Earth a lot. You wouldn't want to wake up if you didn't care about something. Like if you didn't care to be here at the very least, right? For whatever reason you have, So it's just everything is ego. It's ego on top of persona, on top of making it look this way, making it look that way. I'm like this, I'm like that because I said I am. Listen, bro, I don't care anymore now, right? Because you just got so excited. Like, you just freaked me out, man. Why don't you just already know it, right? And then, like, I mean, if we're rallying and we're cheering each other on, go for it, right? If we're trying to pump up a friend, he's having a bad day, come on, man. I am what? Too strong, right? Too strong, right? Come on, that's good. You should do that. It's hilarious. And I'm all for it, but it's like, it's just a knowing that everyone is still trying to justify, but they already know. You know what I'm saying? You already know, or you're just chasing. You're trying to be number one so you can get the rewards, right? And it's all just illusionary wars, right? Or rewards. There's no hot or cold. It's just what degree, right? Exactly. I like that. That's the present moment, right? We don't live in hot and cold, right? Yeah, no one likes to chew because it's hard to handle. Yeah, exactly. All things, all words. I don't know, man. That's the way. No, I like that. It's on the same thermometer. Right, right. It's not hot or cold. It's only one temperature right now. Wherever you're at is the temperature that it is. No, that's funny. I like that. Yeah, caught up chasing money that doesn't exist. Right. And we people are the value. That's exactly what it's coming back to. But we don't value each other. That's the thing. Right. Like I have to value your opinions. Like even value them, right? Like, or at least see how they're of value to you and then respect them in that same way. You know what I mean? Like, that's all that we need. Like, what do they say about freedom? Freedom, people always want freedom, but true freedom is the ability, is where everyone is happy with the options, right? Not everybody's going to be happy with the outcome, but that's freedom, right? Whether you have freedom or a democracy, not everybody's going to be happy with every single outcome, but you have the freedom to choose, what your opportunities are, or what you, I don't know, wait, yeah, where we have any opportunity is available, free to choose. But yeah, I'm just trying to say it again, and I think I already said it. So I'm going to say it right. I don't know if I did. Cool. I think I'm going to hop off, guys. It's been hour 15. You know what? We do want to do more cards. Do we do want to do? Do we do want to do? Let's do some Odin. Odin, come on. You know, I understand. I understand that we need to be loving and light and caring and compassionate and all this stuff, and that the fighting and the teasing and the jokes, it all kind of has to go away. Right. But how are we even going to get people to that level where we can't even joke? Like, you know what I'm saying? Does that even make sense? What am I saying? You know, like we like yeah, it's just something that's going to come. We just got to keep going. I know. Right. And stop. Right. Because there's a lot of spiritual, stuff out there. Oh, be nice and, do this and do that. And it's like, yeah, listen, pretty sure that's been my like main, you know, like wanting to do. So, but it just happens the way it does. So I'm not really, you know, like I'm sorry if somebody got some. I didn't mean to blow it up. It just blew up. I didn't. It was like I tried to say, maybe you're maybe there's aliens out in the world, and then they beat me up because I was weird or something. It's like it's weird. We don't, it's like no, like I'm gonna we all need to be saying what we gotta be saying. Human being. That's it. We gotta become once again. Right. And then all the word plays, I love them all. They're so fun, but who means, but you know what, at this point, I really don't care. I really don't think that matters as much as, it's like, how about we just feed the people who need food, and we try to house, it's even that is such a funny, like, there's still such a big separation in that, like we think we're bifurcating now. No, we've always been, there's been such a gap between like the spiritual and the material for such a long time. And if we're going to help the material in any way, well then we can't, the spirit needs to be like, spirit needs to be a little more hands-on is my take on this. Not the we're always hands-on because we're always here, blah blah blah. Yeah, so that's why they're all not eating and starving. Okay, well, I guess that's the human's fault. Oh, it is, right? So if you gave me $100 trillion, I wouldn't go feed them. Got it. Okay, guess what? Not me. Don't look at me. Don't blame me. Don't tell me. Right? But that's hard. That's what I mean. You guys gotta get to that level where you're talking again. They're not these beings that own you. You know what I'm saying? They're like, they own the galaxy. Yeah, okay, sure, right. That's what these guys think they're doing, and watch what's going to happen to them. You know. Anyways, but we have to live the life that we have to live. And we have to understand it's a path, and it's a chance to live life. It's a journey. It's a this. It's a whatever. And let go. Let go. Don't try so hard. Right. That's all it is. Trying too hard, too much ambition, and like not the right kind, was kind of like I guess the way he was really describing. I already explained all that. Hold on. We got the Vanaheimer. Vanna Vanaheimer. Got it. Show you guys in a minute. We got Van Halen in the house. That's what it is. Ooh. Ooh. Midair. Ah, it's the home. It's not the deities. Oh wait, I need the book. Vanaheimer. It looks like they're chilling. It's like one tree in mountains, and they're on the cobblestones. That's a community or something. We got the feathers. That a snake. Yep, snake on the feathers. Runes. Crows on the top of it. Hugnin and Mutin. The crows, whatever. Vanheimer is one of the 9 realms and situated west of Asgard. It is the home to the tribe known as the Vanir, led by Freyr, and Njord. The Vanir live in a wild, untamed world that has no boundaries. Heck yes, dude, I'm going with you guys. Vanheimer is a place of beauty and thought to be the counterpart to Asgard. Oh, this lush, abundant landscape has fields of flowers, crops, trees, and water filled with life. The Vanir represent fertility. In drawing this card, you're receiving a special gift of creativity. It may entail a new offspring or an idea that will blossom and create prosperity, both in the physical and spiritual sense. You are blessed with fertility. It's time to sow seeds and watch your crops grow. Nice. These guys are pretty cool. Thanks for hanging out, right? So that's what we were getting before, right? Letting go of the past, right? We got all the past ones. We got the Queen of Pentacles. We had the mother and the father, the emperor sort of energy coming in, right? The emperor setting path, setting course. New stuff, man. We got to keep. It's constantly new energy and new chi. Anytime you think you healed, do it again. You know what I mean? Do it again. Make sure you did. Don't, because there's a lot of kinds of healings, and sometimes you got to take a break and then you got to hit it again because, you got to get all the gunk out. So get all that gunk out. That's what it is. That's all past, present, future. It's all connected. Right? That's why they say you heal yourself not in the now, you heal your timeline, you heal the past, you heal the present. Right. Because if quantum means two things living at different, space and time, but it's the same thing. If you remove it from one time, it's gone from the other time. Right? Because it's quantum. It's the same thing. You removed the anomaly. Right? So it's gone. Boom. So we're healing now, quantumly healing all of yeah, everything. Everything is everything. 10,000 things. So yeah, there's no pressure. You know what I mean? Because we got this. Right? Always have. Still here, right? Still here, guys. Still here. You guys are still here. You guys are still killing it. Right? And whatever happens, whatever happened, whatever's going to happen. Right? Now we become fully aware. The world becomes more fully aware. Like all of them, when you're a kid and then, maybe you didn't watch politics or, you didn't care about stuff like that or the news, most kids don't, it's about becoming aware, right? We'll be teaching our kids that it's kind of like, and if you think of that too, that concept that you're like, oh, you want your kids to have a childhood and blah, blah, blah. So basically what you're saying is you want them to be completely oblivious to the actual world that they live in their fantasy world, and then one day have to hit reality or reality hits them, and then they don't know how to process it and they don't know what's going on, right? And they have to get a job here, they have to get a job there, they have to do this, they have to do that, and then they got to scramble and figure everything out, right? We should be telling our kids that this isn't a playground. I hate to say it. I mean, it's a playground, it's a sandbox, right? It's definitely a sandbox, but that's that law of consistencies thing, right? Telling our kids the truth no matter what, making sure they're aware, right? But instead we, tell them fairy tales and, things with, men in bags of gifts flying around. I mean, you know what I mean? It's like, what? Like, can't we just be like we were when we were kids? And, kid, I'm Batman, right? They already have the imagination. We're already doing it. Why do we have to trick that? Why do we have to create? It's because they're creating blind faith, right? Within kids, they're making people believe in something because they want to believe in something, right? They're training that trigger, and it's not, it's not even a real person. So, or a real thing. I mean, it was, you go back, it was what, there was a guy in Germany, I think, who was giving gifts to the children at one point, and his name was Klaus or something. Like, I think if you do I did the research once, so there is a history there, but um, it's kind of weird. Like, instead of saying what an amazing man this guy was, why don't we do this every year for our people and our kid? Like, we got to make it an imaginary person in the sky, right? So we can train you to believe in things that, well, it's not like there aren't people in the sky right now, but anyways, this is getting way off. There's just too many things to talk about. I'm gonna go have a snack. Much love, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Miss you guys. Totally see all you guys soon as we can again. Shout out to the team, the tribe. Let's get together. Um, I've been wanting to do some retreats. I got a whole Tai Chi thing that I want to teach everybody, and just, we can all just go hang out or do whatever. But um, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It's kind of weird with things being locked down, and now it's opening up again, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's it for today. So, as always, much love, much light. Be nice to each other, right? Number one rule, don't be a D. And see you guys next time. All right. Peace.